Have you ever been jolted awake by a searing pain in your calf, heart racing, leg locked tight in a cramp that feels like it's never going to end? Or maybe you're just going about your day, walking through the grocery store, chatting with a friend, and out of nowhere, bam, your leg tightens up, bringing everything to a sudden stop. You're not alone. In fact, more than 60% of adults over 50 regularly experience leg cramps, especially at night. And they're not just painful. They can disrupt your sleep, limit your mobility, and even lead to long-term muscle stiffness if ignored. But here's the good news. What if the key to stopping those cramps is already in your kitchen? That's right. The food you eat can either fuel the cramping or fight it. Today, we're revealing the top 5 science-backed foods that help prevent leg cramps in adults over 50. These are natural, delicious, and packed with the exact nutrients your muscles are begging for, so you can stay active, mobile, and pain-free. So grab a warm cup of tea, settle in, and let's dive into the simple, everyday foods that can make a powerful difference in your life. And hey, if you're passionate about staying strong, energized, and independent well into your golden years, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Every week, we bring you research-backed tips on health, wellness, nutrition, and motivation, designed just for you. Because you're not just aging, you're thriving. Before we jump into the foods, let's answer the big question. Why do leg cramps happen, especially as we age? Well, cramps often come from electrolyte imbalances, poor hydration, or poor blood circulation. Aging muscles naturally lose flexibility and strength. We're also more likely to take medications, like diuretics or statins, that can drain important minerals like magnesium and potassium from our bodies. According to Dr. Andrew Weil, a renowned integrative medicine physician, leg cramps in older adults are often a sign that the body is crying out for better mineral balance and hydration. And here's the good news. Food is medicine. So let's begin. Number 1, bananas, the potassium powerhouse and the muscle whisperer. Let's kick things off with one of the most talked about and trusted remedies for leg cramps, bananas. You've probably heard they're high in potassium, and that's true. But let's go deeper. Potassium is a powerhouse mineral that plays a critical role in nerve function and muscle contraction. When your potassium levels drop even slightly, your muscles can misfire. That's when those sudden, painful cramps creep in, often without warning. A medium-sized banana contains around 422 milligrams of potassium, which is nearly 10 of your daily recommended intake. But here's where it gets interesting, and this is something most people don't realize. It's not just potassium that matters. It's the balance of potassium, sodium, calcium, and magnesium working together that truly keeps your muscles functioning smoothly. That's why bananas are most effective when paired with good hydration and a well-rounded, mineral-rich diet. How to use bananas for cramp prevention, pre- or post-walk. Snack, eat a banana before or after your walk or exercise session to replenish minerals and support muscle recovery. Smoothie boost. Blend it with Greek yogurt, a handful of spinach, and a dash of cinnamon for a cramp-fighting smoothie. Oatmeal topper. Freeze banana slices and toss them onto warm oatmeal for a delicious and mineral-rich breakfast. Expert insights. Harvard Health Publishing confirms that potassium is vital in preventing leg cramps, especially as we age and our body's ability to retain minerals declines. Renowned nutrition expert Dr. Michael Greger, author of How Not to Die, emphasizes that bananas are one of the simplest, most accessible foods to support muscle health, making them a smart daily habit for anyone over 50. So the next time you feel a cramp coming on, reach for nature's muscle soother, a banana. It's more than just a snack, it's a smart step towards stronger, cramp-free legs. Number 2, leafy greens, magnesium and calcium magic, and the unsung heroes of muscle health. Coming in at number 2 are the green powerhouses that deserve a permanent spot on your plate. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard. These vibrant vegetables are rich in magnesium and calcium, 2 of the most underrated yet essential minerals for preventing leg cramps. Why they matter? Magnesium acts like a natural muscle relaxer. It helps your muscles let go after they contract, which is key to avoiding those sudden nighttime cramps or midday Charlie horses. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can seize up and misfire. Calcium plays a key role in nerve signal transmission. Without it, your brain's instructions to your muscles get scrambled, and the result is often painful and unpredictable. The concern, according to studies, nearly 50% of adults over 50 are deficient in magnesium, especially those taking common medications like proton pump inhibitors, PPIs, for acid reflux, or diuretics for blood pressure. These drugs can drain your body of essential minerals over time. As Dr. Carolyn Dean, author of The Magnesium Miracle, warns, magnesium deficiency is a silent epidemic, and leg cramps are one of its most common symptoms. How to use leafy greens for maximum impact. Raw spinach makes a great base for salads or a quick addition to a morning omelet. Steamed kale with a splash of olive oil and garlic for a flavorful, heart-healthy side. Sauté Swiss chard and olive oil with a squeeze of lemon juice for a tangy, magnesium-rich dinner dish. Smart cooking tip: cook your greens. Boiling or sautéing helps break down oxalates, compounds that can block mineral absorption, making magnesium and calcium more bioavailable to your body. What the science says. A 2017 study in the journal Nutrients found that higher magnesium intake is directly linked to fewer muscle cramps in older adults. The National Institutes of Health, NIH, lists leafy greens as one of the top dietary sources of both magnesium and calcium. So if your muscles are sending distress signals, listen up and load your plate with greens. They're not just good for your heart. They're great for your legs too. Number 3, almonds, the muscle-relaxing snack. Let's talk about almonds. These tiny powerhouses are more than just a crunchy snack. They're rich in magnesium, vitamin E, and even contain a bit of calcium, all vital for healthy muscle function. Just a small handful of almonds, about 23 nuts, contains nearly 80 milligrams of magnesium, covering about 20% of your daily needs. And here's why that matters. Muscles cramp when they contract and don't relax properly. Magnesium is the mineral that allows them to relax. When you're low on it, cramps come easier and more often. In fact, a clinical trial published in the journal Magnesium Research found that oral magnesium supplementation significantly reduced the frequency of nocturnal leg cramps in older adults. Plus, almonds provide healthy fats and protein, helping stabilize blood sugar, another factor that can impact nerve and muscle function. How to use it. Snack on raw or lightly roasted almonds in the afternoon. Add crushed almonds to your morning oatmeal or yogurt. Or make almond butter and spread it on whole grain toast with banana slices for a double mineral hit. Mark Hyman, author of The Ultramind Solution, often recommends magnesium-rich nuts like almonds for cramp prevention and better sleep. The Linus Pauling Institute at Oregon State University highlights almonds as a top non-supplement source of bioavailable magnesium. Number 4, coconut water, the hydration hero. 10 ounce to 12-15, host, lightly upbeat. Now this one might surprise you, coconut water. Not only is it refreshing, but it's also nature's sports drink, packed with electrolytes like potassium, magnesium, calcium, and even sodium in natural balance. Dehydration is one of the most common and overlooked causes of leg cramps in older adults. As we age, our sense of thirst decreases, even when our body needs more fluids. Dr. James DiNicolantonio, cardiovascular research scientist and author of The Salt Fix, explains, coconut water replenishes the minerals lost in sweat, urine, and through certain medications, all without the added sugars or chemicals found in many sports drinks. How to use it. Drink half to 1 cup daily, especially after exercise, gardening, or on hot days. Blend with banana and spinach for an electrolyte-rich smoothie, or just sip it mid-morning to help keep hydration levels up. Make sure to choose unsweetened coconut water. Many commercial brands add sugar, which can spike insulin and offset the benefits. A 2012 study in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition found coconut water to be just as effective as sports drinks for rehydration after exercise. The Cleveland Clinic recommends coconut water as a natural source of electrolytes for seniors and people with muscle spasms. Number 5, turmeric, the anti-inflammatory wonder. Finally, we have turmeric, the golden root known for its powerful anti-inflammatory properties. Now you might be thinking, what does inflammation have to do with leg cramps? Chronic inflammation in muscles and nerves can increase pain sensitivity, slow recovery, and make cramps more frequent. Turmeric, and specifically its active compound curcumin, can help reduce this inflammation. Darparit Agarwal, former cancer researcher at MD Anderson Cancer Center, spent decades studying turmeric. He writes, curcumin is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories ever identified, and while it doesn't directly provide minerals like potassium or magnesium, it enhances circulation, reduces oxidative stress, and helps muscles recover faster, all essential in preventing recurring cramps. How to use it? Add 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of ground turmeric to soups, stews, or tea. Combine with black pepper to boost absorption by up to 2,000%. Try golden milk, warm almond milk, turmeric, black pepper, and a dash of cinnamon before bed. A 2020 meta-analysis in Frontiers in Pharmacology confirms curcumin's role in reducing muscle soreness and inflammation. Dr. Josh Axe, author of Eat Dirt, recommends turmeric daily for older adults with joint or muscle pain. So there you have it: bananas, leafy greens, almonds, coconut water, and turmeric. 5 simple, natural, delicious tools to help you stay active, sleep better, and live with less pain. Because staying healthy after 50 isn't about doing more, it's about doing what works. Small, smart choices made consistently. Comment below, which of these will you try first? Have any of these worked for you already? We'd love to hear your story, and your tip might help someone else. Subscribe for weekly videos on aging vibrantly, living well, and building strength that lasts a lifetime.